Most men can look at an attractive woman and start fantasizing, but for women, it's totally different. You need to stimulate her brain first if you want to turn her on. So as a dating coach for the last 15 years, I've been testing what phrases turn women on the most, and the following 5 phrases sneak into her thoughts and spark deep desire, almost obsession. So watch until the end to know exactly what to say from the first time you meet her to the moments that lead to the bedroom, building her desires step by step. Let's start with phrase number 1. This phrase can turn her on immediately from the moment you first meet her when you say it the right way. You are fucking sexy. Now, it doesn't even have to be those exact words. Any compliment will do. It could be, you are absolutely gorgeous. You can even just walk up to a woman and say, I had to meet you, because it's all about how you say it. If you walk up to her and you just say, hi, you're beautiful, what's your name? That has no effect. That's the same as saying, hey, I like your handbag, what's your name?
Cool shoes.
It's not going to do anything. The key is you have to give her what I call the look of desire, and she has to feel your intention. She has to feel your sexual energy, not in a creepy way. It's not about looking her up and down like she's a piece of meat and all you want to do is sleep with her, but it's about showing her that you desire her physically. And when you do it the right way, it literally makes women melt the moment you meet them, which is why we bring in models in our live workshop so that we can help guys practice it over and over again until they can turn women on almost instantly. And when you can do it the right way, it's like having a superpower. You will literally see women get turned on and even aroused within seconds of you approaching them, because of a principle called mirror neurons, which is very similar to emotional contagion, which just means the way you feel inside is contagious. Other people feel that. So when you are turned on by her, she gets turned on as well. In fact, that's what turns women on, is being desired by a confident, powerful, masculine man. I know society says it's creepy, but literally it's what turns women on. It's what they desire, is being desired physically by a confident man. Now, of course, there's more to it than just that, so let's get into phrase number 2. This subtle phrase will make her want to see you right away and will make sure you do not fall in the friend zone. You should say this either through text or, better yet, when you first meet her. I want to take you on a date. When are you free? Look, man, the reason this works so well is because even though it's very simple, it's very straightforward, that's why it works, because it's direct. Women want a man who says exactly what he wants. He leads the interaction. She doesn't want a guy who just texts her all day long and doesn't ask her out. And a lot of guys do that because they like that dopamine hit when they get the text back from her, and they don't want to risk losing her by asking her out on a date. But isn't that the whole point of approaching her? The whole point of texting her is to get a date. It's not to be texting buddies, which just makes the guy look like a wuss anyways. So make your intentions clear and just ask her out sooner rather than later. In fact, ask her out when you first meet her and go on an instant date right then and there. On our live workshops, our clients get instant dates all the time. All right, phrase number 3, I call this phrase the inception text because it makes her subconsciously think about pleasing you with her sexuality. All you gotta do is tell her what to wear on the date, specifically something sexy, because women, of course, like I said before, want to be led. So not only lead by telling her exactly what you're doing and what time and where to meet for the date, but tell her what you want her to wear. And of course, it has to fit the context of what you're doing together. If you're going roller skating, you're not going to tell her to wear a skirt. She's probably not going to do that. But this gets her subconsciously thinking about pleasing you with her sexuality. Also, when she wears a skirt or a dress, she just feels sexier. She feels more feminine. And she knows that if you two were to get intimate together, it would be a lot easier because of what she's wearing versus if she was wearing some tight pants and, some kind of shirt that's hard to take off. She's just wearing an outfit that gives her easier access. Phrase number 4. This phrase will make her immediately want to do naughty things with you. Just say, I want to fill in the blank, but that would be bad. And fill in the blank is something that you want to do to her. Maybe it's to kiss her, take her home with you, or explore her body. It has to be in context though, not in the first 20 minutes of a coffee date. An example would be, I really want to kiss you right now, but that would be bad. We can't. The reason it works is because it's masculine. You're showing her that you're not afraid to tell her exactly what you want. And it creates desire in her because it shows her that you desire her, which we talked about before. Believe it or not, women want to be desired, even physically. And it creates this barrier because you're saying that you want to do something to her, but we can't, which makes it a lot more flirty and fun because anytime someone puts up a barrier or an obstacle, the other person naturally wants to overcome it. It's like when you tell somebody no, they want to do it more. Phrase number 5. This phrase will literally make her want to sleep with you that night 90% of the time. Now, the context of when you'll use this phrase is she's already back at your place, things are starting to heat up, you guys are making out, and then maybe she turns her head and wants to stop, or maybe she pushes you away, or she just doesn't want to move forward. All you gotta do is say, we don't have to do anything you don't want to do. And of course, actually mean it. This makes her feel really safe and respected. It shows her that you aren't forceful and that you aren't getting affected by her, putting on the brakes. A lot of guys will get upset, but not you. Here's the thing though, you have to mean it. You have to be totally fine with not going any further. And 90% of the time, she'll want to take things further now because she feels like she can stop you at any moment if she's not comfortable, because you'll be okay with that, which of course you will. And it's that feeling of safety and trusting you when she's naked and most vulnerable is often enough to make her want to, really ramp things up and take things forward. And by the way, guys, if you want my help, I'm giving away 3 of my best dating programs for free, plus weekly coaching calls, and you can meet other wingmen in your area and join a community of men just like yourselves when you join The Forge. There's a link in the description and to the right of the screen, so join right now for free, and I'll see you inside.